Kris Jenner just left the billionaire wedding of the year and didn't head home alone. Instead, she was seen walking arm in arm through the streets of Venice with none other than Oprah Winfrey and Gayle King. The three power players, joined by Corey Gamble, were photographed leaving together, smiling, relaxed, and very much in sync. For anyone watching closely, this wasn't just another celebrity getaway. This was a shift, a quiet but bold signal that Kris Jenner has now secured a seat at a much more exclusive table. The wedding of Jeff Bezos and Sánchez had no shortage of celebrity guests, but the headlines didn't stop when the vows were exchanged. As the dust settled from the luxurious multi-day affair, Jenner, Oprah, and Gayle were captured by paparazzi making their departure together, sparking immediate speculation about what had been unfolding behind the scenes. The images showed Kris and Oprah walking side by side, chatting casually, with Gayle and Corey just steps behind. All four were dressed with understated elegance, yet their body language said everything. This wasn't a fleeting photo op. This was comfort, familiarity, and above all, intention. Jenner's presence at the Bezos wedding had already raised eyebrows. Unlike pop stars or actors who arrived with visible entourages and red carpet energy, Kris played the event differently. She was photographed entering and exiting venues with confidence but never spectacle. And now, seeing her walk shoulder to shoulder with Oprah Winfrey, someone known for guarding her inner circle fiercely, speaks volumes about how much ground Jenner has covered in the elite media landscape. If you're new here, make sure to like and subscribe. Boat, we bring you the latest updates around celebrities. There were no handlers surrounding them, no chaotic security pushing cameras back. Just four public figures casually moving through Venice after what was undoubtedly one of the most high-profile weekends in recent memory. While fans and media were still digesting the wedding's over-the-top luxury, Kris Jenner was already on to the next chapter, one that involved one of the most influential women in American media history. This shift in positioning is important. For years, Kris Jenner has operated as the manager behind a media empire, but still somewhat confined to the reality TV and influencer world. Appearing alongside Oprah and Gayle doesn't just elevate her brand, it transforms it. It reframes her from being a figure associated with entertainment spectacle to someone engaged with powerhouses who shape national conversations. Gayle King's inclusion in this trio is just as revealing. Known as Oprah's closest confidant for over 4 decades, Gayle rarely appears in casual public moments with anyone outside that trusted circle. Seeing her comfortably walk with Jenner and Gamble suggests the connection goes beyond surface-level networking. It's more than just vacation, it's trust. Insiders who were present at the wedding say that Oprah, Gayle, and Kris were seen chatting frequently throughout the festivities. While no photos from the private portions of the ceremony have surfaced, multiple sources confirmed that they shared dinner seating and were part of the same private events before and after the wedding day itself. And now, with them photographed leaving Venice together, it seems those conversations turned into something more lasting. Corey Gamble, Kris's longtime partner, was also included in the group. Though often a quiet figure in the Kardashian universe, Gamble has his own set of industry ties, particularly in the music and executive entertainment spaces. His presence added another layer of credibility to the moment, not just as support for Jenner, but as someone who moves easily in billionaire-adjacent circles. While the destination of the group's departure is still unknown, what matters more is the image. Oprah, Gayle, Kris, and Corey all walking away from Venice like they'd spent years doing it. The type of effortless comfort that's hard to fake, not choreographed, not performative, just real. This moment isn't likely to be a one-off. Already speculation is swirling that Jenner may be exploring collaborations or even long-form documentary projects that step away from the typical Kardashian content machine. Oprah, of course, is no stranger to these kinds of ventures, and Gayle King's journalistic platform could easily serve as the bridge to more serious storytelling. The fashion worn by the group also hinted at intention. Oprah was seen in head-to-toe black, clean lines, no frills. Kris wore a bold white patterned ensemble, oversized sunglasses, and a confident stride. Gayle chose a classic white blouse paired with understated neutrals. Together, the outfits didn't scream celebrity. They whispered confidence, influence, and cohesion. As for the media response, fans, critics, and outlets alike have latched on to this departure moment as the most significant post-wedding headline. With so many famous faces attending the Bezos celebration, only a few have managed to stay in the spotlight after it ended. Kris Jenner is one of them, and her method is clear. While no official statements were made from either camp, the visual proof was more than enough. Kris wasn't invited to simply attend the Bezos wedding. She was visibly embraced by some of the most powerful women in media. And not in a background role. She was center frame. For Oprah, who rarely allows her image to be used casually or without purpose, this was a rare and telling moment. She spent decades shaping her brand on privacy, credibility, and depth. Her alignment with Jenner, whose career was built on reality television and public exposure, suggests a deliberate choice to acknowledge Kris not just as a media figure, but as someone who's mastered the business of fame. Gayle King's involvement further solidifies that idea. Known for her long-standing CBS career and her reserved journalistic approach, Gayle doesn't typically participate in light celebrity events, especially not without reason. That she joined Kris and Oprah for this public stroll suggests a level of camaraderie that goes beyond a one-night interaction. Some analysts are already calling it a power rebrand moment for Kris Jenner, one where she gently distances herself from the Kardashian-centric identity and repositions herself as a senior stateswoman of entertainment. And given her behind-the-scenes control over billion-dollar business deals, beauty brands, and licensing, it's not a stretch. During the wedding itself, Jenner was not just a guest, but a core presence. Multiple insiders mentioned her in conversations that included top-tier executives and legacy media owners. Unlike the flashier celebrity guests, Jenner remained focused on more intimate and influential conversations, and by the end of the weekend, those conversations seemed to be carrying over into the days that followed. The nature of the relationship between Jenner, Oprah, and Gayle may not yet be fully known, but from what's visible, it's authentic. The tone of their interaction in Venice was personal. No red carpet behavior, no stylists in sight, just three women walking together, confident and unbothered by photographers, and the photographers were indeed present, though the group never once acknowledged them. Their ability to stay in step, never breaking formation or hiding, conveyed a clear message. This moment didn't need to be hidden. It was something they were comfortable with being seen. The trip also hinted at a shared comfort with luxury, something all three women are more than familiar with. Whether their exit was toward a yacht, private villa, or exclusive countryside retreat remains unknown, but what matters most is that they left together. Not separately, not as acquaintances, together. Public reaction was swift. While the Kardashian brand remains polarizing, Kris Jenner herself has often remained above the noise. She's been careful in maintaining a level of distance from the more controversial headlines surrounding her daughters, and moments like these show why. She isn't just navigating public relations, she's playing the long game. Oprah and Gayle are widely considered two of the most trusted voices in American media. Their joint presence with Kris raises the stakes. This isn't about friendship, it's about perception. And for Jenner, the message is clear. She's moved past the influencer economy and into legacy territory. If collaborations emerge in the months ahead, whether through interviews, docuseries, or co-produced specials, this moment in Venice will likely be cited as the spark. Even if nothing materializes immediately, Jenner's public proximity to women like Oprah and Gayle will continue to ripple through industry conversations. For a woman who built her empire by managing the spotlight, Kris Jenner has now proven she can step into a different kind of light, one not fueled by social media metrics, but by legacy, longevity, and selective association.